video to show you how to use AWS snapshots to be able to move a snapshot between regions and create a new EBS volume. One of the things I love most about Amazon is that snapshots and EBS volumes make it quite easy to throw up new servers and move large block store data around without too much hassle, and it's good for spinning up development servers or so on and so forth. My particular use case in this situation is that I've got some servers in Ireland, and I want to move the data closer to myself so that I can work with it with a little less latency, and I need a server that I can just dispose of quickly. So to get started, I've got some snapshots already taken in Ireland. I've just filtered it based on the one I want, but all you need to actually do to copy this is you select the snapshot, and then up in Actions, click Copy Snapshot. You can give it a description to make it easier to find, and I would suggest doing that because these can very quickly, if you do it lots, very quickly not make much sense. Select where you want to move it to. I'm going to move it over to US West 1, which is California, so it's on the same plane as me, so latency should be much better. And then you literally click Copy Snapshot. Now, I've already done this because it's a fairly time-consuming process, nothing too bad, but it can take maybe 10, possibly 20 minutes. So I've just waited for mine to complete, but if I switch across to US West 1, you'll see that my snapshot has completed copying. So what I need to do at that point, if I could just click into volumes quickly, you'll see I've only got one volume, which is the system volume for the single server that I've got in this region. And if I click snapshots again, I just select the snapshot that I want, and I just go to create volume from snapshot, and then it will give me the sizing for the volume that I want to create, and I tell it where I want the availability zone, and then create volume. That will then create a new volume with the parameters that I set. Obviously check these parameters. I'm not particularly interested in the speed of the device or anything, so I haven't tweaked any of that, but you'll see it's now created an available volume. What I have to do then is I have to actually attach it to my instance. So the fact it says it's available is because it's not attached. So if I click the Actions button again and go to Attach Volume, I can then find my instance and click that, and I can give it a device name. There's a little note here to do with newer kernels, worth taking note of. I create that. So on the right hand side here, I've actually already logged into my server, and you can see I ran lsblk, and that was prior to the attachment. And if I just run that again, you'll see I've now got this 300 gig block device set up, and all I need to do to mount that is make a folder. So I've already made a data folder, and then I'll just mount that, give it the block device, which in this particular instance is not what it was called in the panel. It's /dev/nvma1n1n/data. Mount that, and then if I switch across into data, you can see there's all my data, and it's a restoration of my MongoDB server. What you'll quite possibly find when you restore the device is, unless the users happen to marry up the ownership of the files and folders, you might need to chown the folders just to reallocate them to a new user that actually